So 3 space.
No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Hey everybody, welcome to Game 3 of Jeopardy for the Sega Genesis, in which so far, in 2 games, I've won $50,000. Let's win some more, shall we? I still got Jay and Marty here. Yay! Let's play Jeopardy! Taking on Lynn and Kurt. Let's play. Here are the categories.
Here are the categories.
The Renaissance. American Revolution. Words Kill. Railroad. Rock and Roll. And finally, World Politics. These are some challenging categories, but the challenge is accepted. And we're going to start with the American Revolution for 100. Washington's army faced smallpox as well as winter's cold at this Pennsylvania campsite. What is Valley Forge?
You are correct.
Yes. American Revolution for 200, as I try to add on to my $50,000 in winning so far. George III's German mercenaries, some of whom came from Hesse. Not sure about this one. Kurt. Who are the Hessians?
You are correct.
They're the ones. And you have $200. Kurt, you make the next selection now. The Renaissance for 100. The term Renaissance is from a French word meaning this. What is rebirth?
You are correct.
Renaissance for 200. Tied with Kurt right now for the lead. Carolingian is the term used to describe his empire. Who is Charlemagne?
You are correct.
Uh-huh. Let's take the Renaissance for 300. Some say he based the ruthless ruler in The Prince on Cesare Borgia. Oh, who wrote it? Oh, The Prince. Kurt. Oh, it was Machiavelli. That's right.
You are correct.
Couldn't remember off the top of my head, but Kurt has $500 and the lead for now as he makes the next selection. Renaissance 400. This banking family, led by Lorenzo the Magnificent, ruled Florence and made it an art center. Who are the Medici?
Sorry.
Oh no, that's wrong. So I lose all my money on that one. It's not the Medici, the banking family. Kurt. Oh, the Medicis. I had to add an S at the end of it, but that's okay. We move on. Kurt. Renaissance for 500. Don't get angry if you don't know this epic poem written in 1516 by Ludovico Ariosto. What is Orlando Furioso? we go. Now I got some money back, $500. Let's go back to the American Revolution for 300. He was a colonel and aide to Washington, then became the first Treasury Secretary. Who is Alexander Hamilton?
You are correct.
American Revolution for 400. I only trail Kurt by $100 now. King George called this ambassador to France the most dangerous man in the colonies. Who was Benjamin Franklin?
You are correct.
He's the one, and I just took the lead. American Revolution for 500. Pamphleteer who coined the term Sunshine Patriot. Pamphleteer. Who was Thomas Paine?
You are correct.
He's the one. 1700 now as we go to the next clue. Let's take railroad for 100. Office for conductor and living quarters for crew. It is often red. What is the caboose?
You are correct.
Railroad for 200. In fiction, espionage and murder plague its parents to Istanbul run. What is the Orient Express?
You are
It is
correct.
indeed the Orient Express. Railroad for 300. If you take a chance in Monopoly, you may take a ride on this railroad. What is the Reading Railroad?
You are correct.
I'll take a railroad for 400. Hey, Tiger. George Westinghouse invented the air-operated type of these for trains. What are brakes? Hey, Tiger.
You are correct.
And railroad for 500, please. Careful. It met the Union Pacific at Promontory, Utah in 1869. What is the Central Pacific? And I think that'll be my first category sweep this game.
You are correct.
And I have a big lead right now with $3,200, so let's go to the next clue. How about rock and roll for 100? August 5th, 1957 was the first national broadcast of this TV teen show. What is American Bandstand? Hosted by the one and only, late great Dick Clark, to whom we still miss very much this day.
You are correct.
A rock and roll for 200. I have 3,300 right now. Hey Jude was the Beatles' initial record for this, their own label. What was Apple? What is Apple?
You are correct.
Uh-huh. Let's take rock and roll for 300, please. This former bantamweight could have written Papa's got a brand new punching bag. Lynn. Oh, she doesn't know.
Sorry.
She's at minus 300 right now. She's not off to a good start. Kurt. Oh, James Brown. Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I thought it was too obvious.
You are correct.
But either way, Kurt got it right, and he has $1,200. Next clue. Rock and roll 400. East and West follow this name and the word in the names of Bill Graham's 60s rock halls. Lynn. Oh, Fillmore. East Fillmore, West Fillmore.
You are correct.
So now Lynn has a little bit of some cash, and we go on to the next clue. If words could kill for 100. New York newspaper that prints a weekly bestseller list. What are the times?
You are correct.
I'll think if words could kill for 200. Author of bestsellers The Fern and the Pelican Brief. Who's John Grisham?
You are correct.
If words could kill for 300. Author of bestsellers H is for homicide and I is for innocent. Lynn. Oh,
Sorry.
she goes back in the hole. Minus 200. Kurt. It is Sue Grafton.
You are correct.
Sue Grafton, she's the one. Okay, Kurt, you have $1,500. You make the next selection. If words could kill 400. Author of bestseller, Oh, the Places You'll Go.
Who is Dr. Seuss?
Alright, that's who I was thinking too, so I'm going to say who is Dr. Seuss.
You are correct.
He's the one. Thanks, Jay. If words could kill for 500. Author of bestseller, All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. Not too sure about this one. Kurt. It is Robert Fulghum.
You are correct.
Robert Fulghum. So that puts Kurt at $2,000. We have 6 clues left. Let's go again. World politics, 100. And he found the daily double. And I know he's going to wager $500, so there it is, and here's his clue. Chiang Kai-shek's son now rules this country, and Kurt does not have any idea.
You know the correct response?
He rules Taiwan, or he ruled Taiwan back then. Go again, Kurt. Rock and roll 500. Bernie Taupin's partner, he bought the soccer club he had followed as a child. Who is Elton John? And that'll put me at $4,700. Woo!
You are correct.
That just leaves the world politics category. I'll take the $200 clue if I may. While Outer Mongolia is a separate nation, Inner Mongolia belongs to this country. What is China?
You are correct.
300. Spain recently ended its blockade of this last remaining colony in Europe. Don't know. Kurt. Gibraltar.
You are correct.
Located in the south in Spain and at the top of Morocco, so it's between Spain and Morocco. Kurt. 400. No nation in history has come as far as fast, this country says of itself in its ads. Lynn. It is Saudi Arabia. Uh-huh.
You are correct.
That puts Lynn out of the hole once again and has a little bit of cash. And now the last clue. Answer there. New Caledonia, with 25% of the world's nickel supply, revolted against this country. Lynn. And she's going to finish in the hole at minus 300 for this round. Kurt. Doesn't know either.
Sorry.
So he's going to lose some money. Drops down to 1,300. I'm going to finish with $4,900 at the end of the Jeopardy round. The categories were a bit challenging, but the clues were actually not as tough as I thought they would be.
You know the correct response?
The country they revolted against was France. So now that we've looked at the scores and finished the Jeopardy round, let's go ahead and get ready to start playing.
Double Jeopardy.
We'll double the dollar values. We'll put 2 daily doubles up on the board and 6 all new categories. As I try to add on to my $50,000, here are the categories.
You are the category.
The Oscars. Potpourri. Science and Nature. Education. Plants, and finally, Celebrity Sayings. Okay, I like these categories. Let's get going. I'm going to start with Celebrity Sayings for $200. She accepted her Oscar for Best Actress shouting, "You like me, you like me." Who is Sally Field?
You are correct.
Celebrity Sayings for $400. Answer there, the daily double. One of the 2 in the round, and I have $5,100. How much of that do I want to put at risk? I am going to make it a true daily double. 1936 symbol who said, "It's not the men in my life that count, it's the life in my men." Who was Mae West?
You are correct.
$10,200. Celebrity Saying 600. Romantic idol who said, "This king stuff is pure bull. I'm just a lucky slob from Ohio." Who's Clark Gable? As I'm sitting pretty with over $10,000 right now.
You are correct.
Let's go with Celebrity Sayings for $800. This short thespian complained, "I was a 14-year-old boy for 30 years. May he rest in peace as well." Who is Mickey Rooney? Who we lost a year and a half ago, unfortunately. But the main thing is, he lived a good life.
You are correct.
And we're going to close out Celebrity Sayings for $1,000. Good golf is a good walk spoiled, said this author of Huckleberry Finn. Who's Mark Twain? And I swept the category. And there was a daily double in there too, so as a result, I have $12,600.
You are correct.
Woo! Okay, let's go to education for $200. Traditional color of the one-room schoolhouse. What is red?
You are correct.
Education for $400. First American home of higher education. It educated JFK. What is Harvard? As I am running away with a lot of money right now.
You are correct.
At this point, I'm making it very difficult for Lynn and Kurt, but that's the point of Jeopardy. Education for $600. The Brown versus Board of Education ruling outlawed this in the schools. What is segregation?
You are correct.
I'll take education for $800. After teaching grade school, he graduated to become Il Duce. Who is Benito Mussolini?
You are correct.
14.6 now. Education for $1,000. A progressive preschool program was named for this Italian woman. Who is Maria Montessori? That, I believe, will put me at $15,600. Woo!
You are correct.
$15,600 in cash. Let's take the Oscars for $200. This film of Forster's 1924 novel of British colonial rule picked up 2 Oscars. What is A Passage to India? And so far in the Double Jeopardy round, I've swept 2 categories. Am I going to go for 3? We'll find out as we continue.
You are correct.
The Oscars for 400. 15-8 now. His role in 1940's Philadelphia Story earned him an Oscar. Who is James Stewart? Jimmy Stewart, known to some people.
You are correct.
I'll take the Oscars for 600. Ooh. Surgeon Hung S. Ngor won for his acting debut in this film, which paralleled his life. What is the Killing Fields?
You are correct.
Yes. The Oscars for 800. 16,800 now. Though he played Amadeus, he lost the Oscar to co-star F. Maury Abraham. Who is Tom Hulse? Whew. And I continue to pile up the cash.
You are correct.
The Oscars for 1,000. 17.6 now. His Life and Times won in 1984 for Best Documentary Feature. Who is Harvey Milk? And that's going to be the 3rd category in a row that I have swept.
You are correct.
Woo! $18,600. Potpourri for 200. Only hope remained after her box was opened. Who is Pandora? Oh man.
You are correct.
18,800. Potpourri for 400. Islam's holiest city. What is Mecca? That's putting me over $19,000.
You are correct.
Potpourri for 600. The nation's largest single user of almonds is this chocolate maker. What is Hershey? And that's going to put me close to $20,000 in cash.
You are correct.
19.8 now. Potpourri 800. The story of Pyramus and her inspired Romeo and Juliet. Who is Thisbe? And that answer will put me over $20,000. Yes.
You are correct.
Potpourri for 1,000. Let's see if I can go for a 4th category sweep in a row. Only Universal Studios special effects and Moses could part it. What is the Red Sea? And that is my 4th category sweep in a row this round.
You are correct.
$21,600. Plants for 200. 3-leaved plant used by St. Patrick to explain the Trinity. What is the shamrock? We might be going for 5 in a row. We'll find out in a little bit.
You are correct.
Plants for 400. Biology branch which studies plants. What is botany? Whew.
You are correct.
Plants for 600. Oh, wow. From a poisonous bulb, this yellow flower welcomes the early spring. What is a dandelion?
Sorry.
No, it's the other one. That's okay. First clue I've gotten wrong this round, but not worried about it. Kurt. It's the daffodil.
You are correct.
Not the dandelion, it's the daffodil. But Kurt, go again. Plants for 800. Coming home from Florida, you might say you saw this sharp-edged grass in the Everglades. What is sawgrass?
You are correct.
Plants for 1,000. Most extensively grown and eaten food in the world. What is wheat? So we know where the other Daily Double is. It's in the category of science and nature.
You are correct.
23,400. Okay. Science and nature 200. Officially, a fly has this many wings. What is 4?
You are correct.
400. And the answer there is the other Daily Double. How much of my 23.6 do I want to put at risk? 3,400. No. Change that to 6,400. Hares living in cold regions are usually brown in the summer and this color in winter. What is gray?
Fine.
No, so I lose some cash on that one, down to 17.2.
No, the correct
It's
response.
white. Ah. It's okay. 600. The longest day of the year in Australia occurs in this month. What is December?
You are correct.
800. An oologist is a scientist who studies these. What are bird eggs?
You are correct.
Now the last clue. Lynn has to get this one right to stay in the game. Meaning middle life, this geologic era saw the emergence of early mammals. What is the Mesozoic?
You are correct.
So I have 19,600, Kurt has 1,900, and Lynn will not be around because she has minus 300. As we play Final Jeopardy, the category is poetry.
If you have an idea, then if you're not, just stay healthy.
Let's see what Kurt does, alright? I'm gonna wager nothing. Langston Hughes asks, what happened to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like this? I don't know.
This
No, the
one,
correct response.
It's a raisin in the sun. A raisin in the sun. So Kurt got it right. He wagered 900. I didn't answer correctly, so I stay at 19,600.
but it counts it as correct.
Yeah, it did. Too bad I couldn't pull off another $25,000 win, but
It's okay.
in 3 games I've won $69,600.
69.
I thought you might like that, Jay. However, only $30,400 stands in the way of $100 grand, and I might reach it in that next game. We'll find out soon. See you all next time.